Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today we discuss a 2025 model year 2,000-piece limited edition in steel. This is the Oris Aquis New York Harbor Limited Edition 2. There was a New York Harbor edition back in 2022, and this is the second of those New York Harbor themed watches, with part of the proceeds from the sale going to benefit the Billion Oyster Project, which seeks to reseed New York Harbor with 1 billion oysters. And as of the release of the watch, they were up to about 150 million. So marine conservation, always a good cause, but this is a more attractive watch than the original, which was closer in color to the actual New York Harbor. Somewhere between brown and green, the dial was best described as breen, whereas this is a beautiful blue aqua like the waters off Barbados. So I'm a New Yorker. I could tell you that I would rather imagine the harbor this color. 43.5 millimeters in diameter. It's 13.7 millimeters thick, 50.9 millimeters from lug to lug tip. It's actually fairly thin by the standards of dive watches. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. There are smaller Aquis divers these days, but there's something to be said about a large and legible dive watch. Sometimes less is not more, and in the case of an instrument-style watch, that is one notable occurrence of larger sometimes being better. It's the more is more philosophy. You can see over the top, down the barrel. I'd recommend this watch for a wrist my size or larger, so 16 centimeters circumference and up, and it is surprisingly compatible with tight sleeves and cuffs. We've got a strap to match the watch, and you can see it sort of integrates with the swell of the lugs, so though it's not an integrated bracelet watch, it is a very integrated all-of-a-piece look. On the bottom, you can see that we've got little screws that fix this strap to the case. They are quite secure. It's not a spring bar setup. We do have spring bars, however, in the buckle where you can dismount the spring bar and use any of these 3 anchoring points to fine-tune the fit. We also have pre-scored sections. This can be cut to length if you wish. It is not necessary, strictly speaking, because we do have a conventional pin and aperture style adjustment mechanism here. Now, this is a lot like the system Hublot, Tag Heuer, and Omega use, where you tuck the strap underneath the clasp, and then all the excess length is covered and out of sight, out of mind, with no need for minder loops. You can see we've got polish, we've got satin, we've got a twin trigger release, which I appreciate. A lot of watches in this price range just use a simple clamshell system. Triggers are more upscale. You got to press both of them for this to open up. The strap is very supple. You can see it's got a character line and branding molded into the top. The case is relatively simple, but it's also distinctive. It has this unique sort of integrated step lug profile, setting it apart solidly from Omega and Rolex dive watches. It's not trying to be a Seamaster, it's not trying to be a Submariner. We have these screw-fixed removable crown guards, which can be removed and replaced if they get gashed, and then media blast and polish on the crown with satin and polish on the case. Screw-down crown, 300-meter water resistant. We have a lovely 120-click bezel, whose feel, sound, and action belies the price of the watch. The bezel is polished and media blasted steel. And you can see how we can line up that bezel pearl with the minute hand. And now all 3 hands are luminescent, and there is no shortage of lume. I think it's important for a dive watch to have a luminescent seconds hand. They don't all. This one does, so you know if your dive timer is running if you get really deep down or you dive in the dark. Speaking of the dark, I think we just lost the light. Hang in there. And we're back. Having a dive bezel is in a lot of ways a more effective solution for folks than a chronograph. It's easier to read a minute hand on a radial 360-degree scale than it is for me to read a small chronograph minute register that ends at 30. So you don't have the downstream maintenance costs of a chrono, and that's one of the advantages here. We do have applique indices, an upscale look for a watch in this price point, and I think it's important to clarify that what we have here is a oyster mother-of-pearl effect dial, not a literal mother-of-pearl dial. And you can see that it is attractive, it has a lovely gradient and a pattern, and it does a good job of magnifying the grain and chatoyancy of a mother-of-pearl segment, but given that this is an Oris, this is a simulated mother-of-pearl grain. A reference to oysters. which help to filter and clean the water of New York Harbor. They're not necessarily for eating. They are part of the ecosystem, helping to counterbalance the man-made pollution in the body of water. And so that is the purpose of 1 billion oysters. Stainless steel case, 300 meters, water resistant. Inside, we have a caliber SW200-1, which is Salita's version of the time-tested 28242 from ATA. So we have hacking seconds. We have a quick set date. We have a 4 hertz beat rate, 26 joules, bidirectional winding, and a 38-hour power reserve. And if you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.